So I thought I'd do a little sit and talk here. Got another beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest, and I don't always get to spend a lot of time outside. I'm usually inside behind a bar working, but so yeah, I wanted to take advantage of it and just sit here and talk to you about God's creation again, and the power and the majesty of it. That's why people are trying to steal it. So within the cosmology discussion, you always get the question of why would someone do this? Why would they steal it? What's at stake here? And there's a lot of ways to attack it. You know, there's a lot of answers to that question of why. But the thing I want to talk about right now is the spirit, is the emotion. We're looking at a physical world out here. You can see a mountain behind me. That's Mount Baker, Mount Rainier. You can't really see it. You can see it today, but it's over there, and this camera doesn't really pick it up. It's a little cloudy. But we have these emotions, and those emotions then are transmitted from our sight, our sound, our taste, but also like the physical world as well, this earth we're on. Now, the easiest way to steal it is, you know, to give a picture, give a version that comes from yourself. Now, why would someone do that? Because they're selfish. It's a thing called pride, and it's a thing called ego. And some people don't like the fact that the world and the earth isn't about them. You are one person, and I'm one person. We're the same, we're different, but we're also the same. We're humans. We're the same species. And people don't like that. They want the species to worship them. They want the people of this world to give them their time and energy. And that's all worship is time and energy. Some people worship the earth, and some people worship the stars. Most people are just worshiping themselves, though, and they're triangulating the energy. They're just using it as a mediator to get you to pay attention to them. And it's just basic selfishness. And you see it in all walks of life. In the cosmological conversation, it doesn't really become apparent because we forget what the models are. We forget that they say it means nothingness. Well, what do you mean by it means nothingness? You're just a speck of stardust. You're so small and the universe is so big. What are they saying with that? What they're ultimately saying is this comes from me. Like, when Neil deGrasse Tyson tells me I'm so small, he loves to do the cosmic perspective. I feel like he said, haha, I'm better than you, look at me. I'm a rock star cosmologist. I'm a rock star theoretical astrophysicist going on all the shows and getting all the attention. That's really what he's doing. That's really what his message is. I mean, it's just apparent. That's what you feel when he's saying it. They're saying this comes from me. This explanation comes from me. Now, they hide the real explanation because that's how you build dream states. That's how you build fake thoughts and how you triangulate the energy back to yourself. The Masons know this. The Masons study geocentrism. They study triangles with squares and circles, and they layer it, and they have levels, and there's 33 levels. There's 7 levels of astral planes. The atmosphere, the etymology on that word is envelope, like an envelope of gas, like an envelope of air, and there's levels. They do get that right, that space is flat. Space is just nothingness. And then in that nothingness, there is light, and then in that light, there is meaning. But is there life in that light? The light shines through the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. We then carry that light through us. We are not that light. We have that light in us. That's our energy. That's our emotions. That's our spirit. If we partner with God's spirit, then I believe we're beautiful. If we don't, we're death worshipers. We're willing to use death to create life. If life means we're better than other people, then we're willing to do it. And everybody struggles with that. Everybody struggles with that. You see the flat earthers fighting for market share for their shows. You know, it becomes about teaching the truth to people as opposed to giving the truth to people. You're going to need to download these words in a way you can understand them for yourself. I'm not going to be able to do that for you. You have to take the information and believe, be alive. that life is then energy. That life is then spirit. That life is then emotion. And then what you do with that is projected. Are you going to project it onto yourself? Is that your goal? Or are you going to project it onto others? I'm here to project it onto others. And when I look out and I see God's creation out here, and I'll give you a better look here, I see God's creation and I want to share it with you. I want to live in this garden with you. I don't want to send rocket ships and I don't want to take our money and send it to outer space. I want to do it here. But the politicians don't want to mention that. They don't want to bring that up. They don't want to politicize that. They want to turn God's garden into concrete. And they don't want to share it with each other. They want to beam it back to themselves. And that's really where the belief goes. The belief becomes about the self. It becomes about your life and your spirit and your ego. And we have to get rid of that. I want to get rid of that through Jesus Christ and through that mediator. And then he redeems me and he forgives me. Because otherwise I'll just be like all those other people trying to make it about me. It's not about me. It's about God. It's about his creation. Now, if you don't want to do the God stuff and you don't want to learn about God, that's fine. I'm not going to force you to. I'm not going to talk about it too much. I'm not a preacher, man. I'm just a guy who figured some stuff out because I just studied God's words and I just looked at the words, and then the words led me to the truth. And the words are horizon. The words are sea level. The words are creation. The words are we are created. The words are life and alive. And we're living in the truth. And it's a lot of fun.